Hey guys, Melissa here with Lovable Loops. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet my Thing 1 hat in a child size. In the description box below, I'll have the link for the written pattern on my blog, and that pattern is written for all sizes, 0-3 months through adult. But in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make the child size. So what you're going to need is 2 different size crochet hooks, an I 5.5 millimeter and an H 5 millimeter. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and then you're going to need number 4 worsted weight yarn in red, a turquoise color, white, and black. You're going to begin with the red yarn. And for the child size hat, we are going to begin with a magic ring. If you don't know how to make that, check the description box below for the link to my tutorial. Make a magic ring. And then you'll chain 2. And then inside of your magic ring, you're going to make 11 double crochet. Okay, going to go ahead and pull on that yarn tail to close up the magic ring. Okay, and then I'm going to count my stitches to make sure that I have 11. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. All right. So now, to close our round, you're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet. Okay, so round 1 is done. For round 2, you're going to chain 2, and in that same stitch that you joined to, you're going to make 2 double crochet. Okay, so that chain 2 will never count as a stitch, okay? The chain 2 and then 2 double crochet in that first stitch, and you're going to do the same thing in every other stitch all the way around. You're going to make 2 double crochet in each stitch. Okay, go ahead and count your stitches. At the end of round 2, you should have 22. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So go ahead and join with a slip stitch. Okay. For round 3, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And then the next stitch you'll make 2 double crochet. And then 1 again, sorry. So you're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. 2, 1, 2, 1. All right. At the end of round 3, you should have 33 stitches. I'm going to go ahead and just double check to make sure I stuck to my pattern. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, great. All right, so at the end of round 3, again, you'll have 33 stitches. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. Okay, and then you're going to chain 2. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And then you'll double crochet once in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so 2, 1, 1. You repeat that pattern all the way around. 1, 2, 1, and 1. I'll make 2 in this stitch, and then 1 and 1. All right. At the end of round 4, you will have 44 stitches. And I'm going to just make sure I stuck to my pattern. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. It's just one way of making sure you have the correct stitch count. Okay, perfect. All right, go ahead and join with the slip stitch. Now for round 5, you're going to chain 2. You're going to make 2 double crochet in that first stitch, and then in the next 10 stitches, you're going to double crochet once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I have 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then we'll make 2 double crochet in that next stitch, and then double crochet once in the next 10 stitches. 2, So that was 10. So now I'm going to make 2 double crochet again in this next stitch. And then double crochet once in the next 10 stitches. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so then I will make 2 double crochet in that next stitch here, and then I should have 10 stitches remaining. Okay, I'm going to count those. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. So I'm going to double crochet once in those 10 remaining stitches. Go ahead and join with the slip stitch. Okay, at the end of round 5, you'll have 48 stitches, and you'll see that your the crown of your hat will start to curve slightly. That's because we made less increases with this last round, so it's just going to start to curve more and more. For round 6, go ahead and chain 2. And then you're going to make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And then you're going to double crochet once in the next 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Kay, I'm going to count this, make sure that's correct. So I have made 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Perfect. So once again, in the next stitch, you'll make 2 double crochet, and then you'll double crochet once in the next 11 stitches. And just repeat that pattern all the way around. Okay, make sure that's 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. All right, so I'll make 2 double crochet in that next stitch. And then double crochet once again in the next 11. Okay, that should be 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. All right, 2 double crochet in that next stitch. And then 11. Oh, actually, now I'm going to make sure I have 11 stitches remaining. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. Perfect. So I'll just double crochet in those 11 remaining stitches. right, at the end of round 6, you'll have 52 stitches. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. Okay, and you can see your hat is curving even more. For round 7, you're going to go ahead and chain 2. You'll make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And then in the next 12 stitches, you'll make 1 double crochet. Okay, so make 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, and then 2 double crochet in that next stitch. And then again, you'll double crochet once in the next 12. Just repeat that all the way around. All right, so we have 2, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, so go ahead and make 2 double crochet in that next stitch, and then again, double crochet once in the next 12. All right, that should be 12. Okay, there's my 2, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, so go ahead and make 2 double crochet in that next stitch. 1, 2. Okay, and then you should have 12 stitches remaining. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Perfect. So you'll double crochet once in those remaining 12 stitches. Okay, all right, at the end of round 7, you'll have 56 stitches. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. And now for round 8. Round 8 is going to be the last increasing round for the child size. Go ahead and chain 2. And again, you'll make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And as you probably guessed, you're going to double crochet once in the next 13 stitches. All right, so my 2 here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. All right, so go ahead and make 2 double crochet again in that next stitch. And then double crochet once in the next 13 stitches. All right, I want to make sure I got that right. So there's my 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay, so again, make 2 double crochet in that next stitch. Okay, and then again, in the next 13 stitches, make 1 double crochet. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I'll just make an extra double crochet in this stitch here because I did too many. And then I should have 13 stitches remaining. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I'll double crochet once in those remaining 13 stitches. All right, at the end of round 8, you'll have 60 stitches. Go ahead and join with the slip stitch. Okay, so now we have finished making the crown size of the hat. So we're done our increase rounds, okay? So now what we're going to do is crochet more rounds to get the height of our hat, okay? So what we're going to do is for rounds 9 through 17, you're going to chain 2 and double crochet once in each stitch all the way around, and at the end of the round you'll join with the slip stitch just like we've been doing. So for rounds 9 through 17, go ahead and do that. Chain 2, double crochet once all the way around. At the end of each round you should still have 60 stitches. I'm going to do that off camera to save time, so we'll meet back up after we complete round 17. Okay, I just completed round 17, so now I am done with my red yarn. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And then when I go to join, I'm going to join with my aqua yarn. And then I'm going to do 1 round of single crochet at the bottom to give the hat a finished look. So I'm going to join just like before, but I'll join and attach the blue yarn. And then go ahead and chain 1, and then you'll single crochet once in each stitch all the way around. All right. When you're done, go ahead and join with the slip stitch. And you can go ahead and fasten off. We're now done with the hat, with the actual hat itself. And I'm going to show you how to make the white circle on the front with the number on it, okay? All right. So now we're going to switch to our white yarn. And we are going to switch to our 8 to 5 millimeter crochet hook. And you're going to go ahead and make a magic ring. You're going to chain 2, and then you're going to make 9 double crochet. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, go ahead and join with the slip stitch. Tighten up the magic ring. Okay, go ahead and chain 2. And then in that same stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochet. And then in each remaining stitch, you'll make 2 double crochet all the way around. All right, go ahead and join with the slip stitch. You should have 27 stitches now. Okay, and I'm going to just take a quick look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're supposed to have 18 stitches. We just finished round 2. Okay, so now for round 3, you're going to chain 2. You'll make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And then you'll make 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So 2. And then 1. All right, at the end of round 3, now you'll have 27 stitches. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. Before I do that, I'm just going to make sure I stuck to the pattern. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and join with the slip stitch. Okay, for round 4, you're going to chain 2. You'll make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And then you'll double crochet once in the next 2 stitches. So 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. And you just repeat that all the way around. So 2 and 1, 2. All right, at the end of round 4, you'll have 36 stitches. Go ahead and join with the slip stitch. Okay, now for round 5, go ahead and chain 2. You're going to make 2 double crochet in that first stitch, and then you'll double crochet in 3 stitches. So 2, and then 1, 2, 3. So 2 and then 1, 1, 1. Then I'll make 2 double crochet again, and then 1 in the next 3. All right, at the end of round 5, you'll have 45 stitches. Go ahead and join with the slip stitch. Okay, and now you're going to go ahead and chain 1, and you're going to single crochet once in each stitch all the way around. Don't want to crochet too tightly for this part. All right, go ahead and join with the slip stitch. All right, and what I would suggest doing is blocking your circle with an iron and a cloth napkin. What I do is I just place the cloth napkin between the crochet work and the iron, and then I would just iron each side nice and flat, okay? I'm not going to do that for the tutorial, but I recommend that you do that right now. Okay, and you can go ahead and weave in those ends. All right, now you're going to grab your black yarn, and you're going to continue with your H crochet hook, and you're going to make a slip knot, and then you're going to chain 30. I apologize, I'm looking for the end of my yarn here. Okay, slip knot, and this is going to be, the chain will be for the number. We'll sew it onto the hat, onto that circle. All right, so go ahead and chain 30. Okay, cut your yarn, pull that through, and then what you're going to want to do is arrange the chain on the hat how you want to sew it on. Okay, and then you'll just use your tapestry needle and sew that number. Just sew it using those yarn tails onto the number 1, or excuse me, onto the white circle, okay? That almost looks like a 2. Okay, but you just use those yarn tail ends and then sew it down. If you're going to make the number 2, like I did in the photo on my blog, because I did thing 1 and thing 2 for my kids, my 2 youngest. There's the number 2. You just use those yarn tails and then just sew it in. And then when you're done with that, you're going to sew. Obviously, you'll weave in the yarn tails and everything, and then you'll sew it onto the front of your hat, okay? All right, I'm not going to show you how to do all of the sewing because it's so time consuming and it's actually very self-explanatory. I do it in some of my other videos if you've seen any of those, but you just use the tapestry needle and you're sewing with the yarn tails, okay? So go ahead and do that, and now I'm gonna show you how to make the pom-pom. I'm going to make the pom-pom in blue because I think there's just a little bit down here. I think it would look awesome on the top of the hat. So for mine, I'm going to be using this Clover Extra Large Pom-Pom Maker. And these things work so well. So go ahead, and if you have the same one, and if you don't have any of these items like the yarn, the crochet hooks, this pom-pom maker, I do have everything linked in the description box below. Okay. So I'm going to grab my blue yarn. Okay, so using the turquoise yarn, you're going to grab a hold of it here, and then you're going to wrap this yarn around both sets of arches. And if you want your pom-pom to be really fluffy, you're going to have to be very generous with the amount of yarn you use for this. So you're just wrapping it around. This is kind of hard to do on camera. And you're going to wrap it back and forth until it's full enough. I'll show you. You'll see what it looks like when I think it's full enough. Gosh. Like I said, this isn't easy to do on camera because I don't want to hit my phone. All right, that's what this side looks like. So then you close it, and then you do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to do that off camera because it's quicker, and I think that was painful to watch. So I'll be right back, and I'll meet you when we're both done with the next side. Okay, so I've completed both sides. So go ahead, and you're going to close those arches. Cut the yarn. Those yarn ends there. Okay. You're going to need a piece of scrap yarn, so go ahead and cut a piece for yourself. And now there are ridges between each set of arches. I don't know why these are crooked like that. There. Okay. You're going to use a pair of scissors and cut between, or use your scissors to follow that ridge. Okay, that's what one side looks like. You can do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Okay, then you place the yarn, that scrap of yarn that you have inside the ridge like that. And what we're going to do is tie this off around the middle of the pom-pom, okay? So you're going to pull that nice and snug You don't want to snap the yarn, so don't pull it quickly. And then I just go back and forth and then double, triple knot it. Now, another tip I have, I usually, I'm not going to do it on the tutorial, but usually when I'm making these, I'll end up putting a dab of hot glue in the middle of the pom-pom, and that just helps keep it to come from, helps to keep it from coming apart. Okay, all right, so I think that's probably good enough. So now you open each set of arches. Okay, and then you remove each piece of the pom-pom maker, and that's typically now is when I would just put a dab of hot glue right there in the middle. Okay, and then go from the other side, and then you're going to fluff it up and then use a pair of scissors and go around and make sure that there aren't any crazy pieces standing out, unless that's what you want it to look like. Okay, just give it a trim, and then what you'll do is you'll use your tapestry needle and you will go ahead and sew that right onto the top of your hat, just like that. Okay, all right, I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. My goal is to come out with a new tutorial every week. And go ahead and check out my patterns link on my blog. I have tons of free crochet patterns there for you guys. All right, thank you.